Well, now that the officers involved have been charged, will that citywide curfew remain in place? Mayor Stephanie Rollins-Blake put the curfew in place following that night of rioting earlier this week. Lauren DeMarco is live there in Baltimore tonight. She joins us with answers. Well, Lauren, the streets look pretty clear where you are.
Yeah, we are in historic Fells Point, completely different scene from what you're seeing in West Baltimore. Hardly anyone out here on the street. In fact, it was pretty quiet here from what we saw most of the day. Right now, just maybe a few people leaving work, but the National Guard is here. They were ordering people to leave via loudspeaker. You can see that some of the restaurants and storefronts here are actually boarding up the front of their stores once the curfew hits, so they're safe throughout the night if anything were to happen. But again, very quiet here, just a ghost town in Fells Point right now. This is the fourth night of the 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew, and local business owners had hoped that it would be lifted for the weekend, but it does remain in place. Now, earlier in the day, Pratt Street, the shops at the Inner Harbor seemed rather empty for a Friday afternoon. At Canton Square, restaurant goers came out to hit the hot spots early, grabbing dinner and drinks before the 8:30 p.m. last call that most establishments have adopted. One neighborhood group organized a social event to try to help businesses here who are hurting financially because of the early shutdown.
I know for a fact a lot of college crowd comes down around like 12 o'clock, 11:30. So 10 o'clock, 8:30, you're not getting any money down here. Some of the waitresses and the bartenders are not making any money. So it's hurting a lot.
We're actually walking from stoop to stoop that's partying and giving out like coupons and gifts from all the businesses here to get them out on the square to support and have like community pride.
Before the curfew.
Before the curfew, yes.
That was the first time on Monday night I'd seen nobody out in the square. That was a weird feeling. And some of us neighbors are kind of really talking to each other for the first time. We've been living here for a while and don't talk much, but now kind of watching for our cars and things. A little bit nervous.
What have we all been doing? Like, you're going to be on the rooftop? Or?
Rooftop, we're Canton. We love our rooftop. So, we grab a glass of wine or whatever your favorite tasty beverage is, and you wave at people across the rooftops, and occasionally you look down, make sure there's nothing weird happening. But so far so good. And like I said, we know we support what needs to happen. We know change needs to happen. It needs to happen in the right way.
Another spot that's hurting is Baltimore's brand new Horseshoe Casino. It's typically 24 hours, but it's closing from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. currently. And a spokesman told me that while closing during peak hours is clearly impacting business volumes, our top priority remains the safety of our guests and the team members. Now, as far as how long the curfew will last, we know that it's going through the weekend, but beyond that, we're just not sure yet. We're waiting to hear from the mayor's office. She's the one who did impose it. And we do know that they're taking it rather seriously. 37 arrests last night for curfew violations, and one of those arrests also had to do with a handgun violation. But that's the latest here in Fells Point. Lauren DeMarco, Fox 5 Local News.